Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. We're live. We're live for a little bit of a Sunday Scaries, a magic away type of live. Here we are. I'm here with a little glass that I will be pouring some 7-Up into and chit-chatting with y'all. And then I also have my water bottle ready because I'm quite thirsty as per usual during these lives. Sometimes I get quite thirsty. I also had way too much fun and way too much food today. Also kind of typical of my Sundays here in Boston. Is this cup more or less clean? Let me see. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Hi, Pop-Tarts. Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Could you please like the live? Yes, you are the first one. Could you please like the live? That would be amazing. That would be quite wonderful. So, hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the live. Welcome, 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 welcome Asia, Europe, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Australia, New Zealand. I was going to say something, but I think I've covered this. South Africa, South America, Africa as a whole, the continent, as well as the country South Africa. I think I've got all the continents, if I remember right. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to this live. If you're seeing this as a video upload later on, very much welcome. Very much thank you for being here. I do look forward to reading your comments already. Thank you. Pop-Tarts says, hello, dang, I'm the first one. Little Pepper says, I love you. Thank you so much. Love you too. I'm just joining really quickly. I'm going to be here for a little bit. I gotta drink this 7-Up with you guys. I ate a lot of food today, so I need to digest that, and so this is gonna help with that. And I also have some water. So I will be drinking these things, I will be chit-chatting, and depending on who is joining, I can also continue our discussion from the lives before and continue with certain topics, and also I can address any new questions here today that you bring up. So if you're joining, put any questions. Oh, thank you. I thought it was Mountain Dew. No, this is 7-Up. See right here. This is a 7-Up that I'm drinking. Thank you so much for being here. I thought it was Mountain Dew. How do we meet you and get pictures and autographs? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Well, that's very kind of you. Maybe I can think about that more. Pop-Tarts says it was Mountain Dew. Lil Peep says hi. Hi, Lil Peep. Hi, Pop-Tarts. Hi, Little Pepper. I love Pepsi. Ooh, Luan Diaz dos Santos says Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Welcome, Brazil. Welcome, South America. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for saying hi. Thank you for saying something in the chat at all. I will always read your comments out, especially in the beginning when you're catching me, and give you a shout out. So thank you so much. OP Gamer says heart. Thank you. Random Kid says hi. OP Gamer says I love you. Thank you. Could you please like the live? That would be most amazing if you could do that. Random Kid says hi, hi, hi. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So what I mean is you could put in anything in the chat that you want to share. If there's any specific messages, any highs, any hellos, any good evenings, good mornings, good afternoons, please do feel free to put it in the chat. I will read out your message. I'll give you a shout out. And thank you so much. Please to like and share and subscribe. Thank you. If you double tap on the screen, then that'll like the live, and that would be most amazing as well. I am subscribing to you right now. Thank you, Random Kid. If I ever meet you, I might feign for meeting a celebrity. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much, Little Pepper. That's very kind of you, Little Pepper. Thank you. Hello, Cam. Today, I'm just drinking a 7-Up with you guys. Some people actually requested that I drink a honey wine that I had at an Ethiopian restaurant a while ago. I wanted to mention that today I also had that same honey wine when I got food with my mother at the same Ethiopian restaurant. But I didn't really film over there because there's a lot of people there, and I'm not sure that they would want to be in the live. So today is particularly busy. On the weekend is particularly busy at this restaurant. Not as busy on Sunday as it is on Saturday and Friday, but at the same time. It was a lot of people at the other tables, so that's why I didn't go live at the restaurant. But if I go to this restaurant during the weekdays when it's relatively empty, then I might actually do a live at this restaurant and show you guys this honey wine live if you guys still want to see that, because I know some of you do. In fact, I have a picture that I can show you as a that I can show you as a background here, as a green screen here in just a second. Little Pepper says she likes women. Let me show you. Let's see. Let me show you some pretty pictures. Hopefully that works. It'll come up behind me. Sorry about the I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Maybe that one is better. Yes, no, maybe. Whoops. Sorry for taking forever to do this green screen thing. Maybe we will give up for now. Okay, so my phone has been funny. It's been not really letting me send pictures, etc., as easily. Maybe it's kind of struggling because I have too many videos and pictures on the phone. That's cool too. Thank you. What else is going on, guys? How are you doing today? I know it's a little bit late, by the way. So, by the way, the books. So usually we cover cats and physics and books on the channel. And the books that we're on currently are Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking and Elegant Universe. One second as I get it for you here. I'm out, but I want you to know that I'll always love you. Oh, thank you, Cam. Please do watch. Please do like and subscribe and share and watch all my videos. I do hope that you will continue to watch these things and show your support. Thank you so much. Most appreciated. So we've been covering A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking. So I have that book. We also have been covering The Elegant Universe by Brian Greene. So I also have this book. I don't know if I'm going to do book reading tonight, but I wanted to mention that we will continue these tomorrow, Monday, that is. But I wanted to show my face and come on here and say hi to whoever joins at this time, because I know some people are still up and might want to say hi, and others may have gone to bed already that usually join. So let me try the green screen thing again. I don't know why this is being like this. Maybe I'll show you some boats. How very odd. Oh no. There. We'll see what happens. Is everything looking green in the background? I think the green screen is literally green right now. I'm trying, but I think it's a green screen failure at the moment. Here, let me share the live as well. Hi, Harper. I'm trying to do something, and it may not be working. I'm trying. Also, can you like the live? Are you timing out the one person that's on this live right now? 1 second, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, don't ask what the situation is with these green screen things. Currently, none of it is working. 1 second. How about that? Does that work? Does anything work? Okay, nothing is working with the green screen. Usually something works. Someone said something inappropriate. Okay. Okay, let me share the live. And does anybody else want to say anything in the meantime while I do that? Because now's your chance. Share whatever you want in the chat as I share the live, and I'll read your message. Try to be appropriate because my mod is here now. And he or she will probably time you out, which will be very sad for both you and me because I'm trying to get some viewers. Peter, hello. Hello, Peter. How are you? How's Australia? Thank you for liking the live. How is everything going, Peter? How are you? Is it cold in Australia? Is it fall in Australia? Is it about to be very cold there? Good wishes for the season. Hello, I am Melon132. Thank you for liking the live. Can we get 10 likes? Can we get 20 likes? Thank you so much. I am Elon, not I am Melon. I am Elon. 132 says hi. Sorry about that. I read that as a melon, but maybe you're an Elon. Hello, Elon. You better be appropriate. Yes, Harper is in the chat. So Harper is my strictest mod. So I'll be very sad if you get timed out or banned by Harper. And indeed, I will hate to lose you. So please try to be ladylike or gentlemanly in the chat, because otherwise it'll be a sad day for both of us. I am okay. My son's birthday is tomorrow too. Yes, getting ready to cut some wood. Oh, melon. It's melon. Oh, it is melon. I got it. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I mean, whatever you want, Peter. What do you want to hear about? I was just hanging out. I was just hanging out casually today. Harper, what is the message? And thank you for correcting the correction, Melon, that indeed you were a melon. Hello, Melon. So, Peter, were you here when we started the current book, Elegant Universe? Because if you were, then you would have. Do you know what we're on right now, Peter? And do you want to hear about cosmology? I am Melon says, are you a physicist? I would like your opinion on my research. Yes, I am a physicist. Go ahead and ask your question. I'm Melon. Peter says, my daughter asked me some stuff that you know about. I told her you'd be great for homework. Oh my gosh, well, what's her question? She should give you those questions and you can ask them here on the chat. Or she can join as well. So I'm Melon, what's your question? And Peter, what's your daughter's question? Cannot wait to hear it. It would be most amazing if you asked those questions here. I accidentally sent something wrong, so I retracted it. Oh, okay. No worries. I'm still working on sharing the live. We are live. Join us. I'm shopping online because I'm trying to find clear containers. So Peter, I think I'll go ahead and do a little bit of an Elegant Universe reading actually. because it seems like you've been missing some of the latest and greatest materials that we have been covering. So actually, what we could do today is we can talk about the 3 conflicts. So in physics, if you thought that physicists all kind of got along and did really well together and talked to each other, you'd be wrong. In this book, The Elegant Universe by Brian Greene, we've been talking about how different physicists, depending on whether it's physics of the very large, such as stars and galaxies and astrophysics, or if it was physics of the very small, such as quantum mechanics, quantum physics, atoms, subatomic particles, things like that. These are 2 very different worlds, and sometimes these people, maybe at very crucial times, these people don't actually agree that work on these 2 different worlds. And because generally you don't both work on something small as well as something large, and by small I mean atom or smaller, and by large I mean stars and galaxies, or even the whole universe, therefore they can kind of, the physics of these 2 things can sort of disagree sometimes, and it's fine because those people don't really meet each other much. They don't go to each other's conferences, there's drama when they do, they don't like each other, and they don't want to talk to each other too very much. And this type of conflict especially was, we saw in the 20th century, and by that I mean the 1900s. We saw about the debate between Einstein and Niels Bohr. We actually saw this type of conflict come up quite a bit when we have been covering some of these books on the channel, like Einstein's Cosmos by Michio Kaku. We saw a little bit spoken about this by Stephen Hawking in his book, A Brief History of Time. And currently by Brian Greene in this book, The Elegant Universe, he actually brings this up as sort of the premise. So we will see how the birth of string theory was very much needed to address some of these sort of differences and things like that, and also what he has to say about certain other conflicts. Can someone super chat, please? Audrey hasn't gotten any since she set it up. Oh, thank you. I got a few actually, Harper, but thank you so much for asking about that. I am Melon says 500 keV. I've created a simulation and visual that show it's conscious like. I'm sorry I forgot. Been a week. I'll get her to join us one day soon. High school next year. Oh, so she's in middle school. Well, you should definitely write down her question and bring it to the live. Can someone... Oh, hello, my dear friend. Mexi Ghost Hunter 86. Hello. Hi, Chickpea. Chickpea Break says, Chickpea, see you're having fun. Yes, I am. Can we get 20 likes? Exactly. Can we get 20 likes? And then Harper asked about a super chat. Very nice of you. Thank you so much, Harper, for reminding people about the super chat feature. But some very kind people, a few very kind people did give me a super chat on some of the earlier lives that you may not have been at. So I've seen the feature working at certain points. Indeed, I have. And but of course more is always welcome, so thank you so much everybody who supports the channel. I am Melon asked about 500 kV 511 keV. I've created a simulation, so I have to that's great, that's really cool, and I would like to learn more about that. I'm Melon, not sure from what you wrote if I understand everything about it. I think those are all the comments that I see at the moment. Oh yeah, Peter is saying I will write it down next time. Thank you. Yes, so the thing is, if you write it down, then you'll remember and you can have it ready for me when you come to the... Oh my gosh, thank you, Mexi Ghost Hunter. Thank you. Oh, that's so very kind of you. If you write down the question, Peter, then you can just read it out to me when you're joining the live again, so that there's no pressure to remember it. Thank you. Chickpea says, can we get a super chat? Thank you so much, Chickpea Break. We're getting that atom book. You are correct. So I didn't realize, Chickpea, that you would be such a big fan of Dr. Lawrence Krauss. You know what I should do? I should just email him directly and tell him, please, can you just send me the book? As a gift to this channel, as a gift for scientific outreach, can you just send me the book Here's my address. I guess I can trust Dr. Krause to get my address and just send it to me, because at this point, I think we need the book, Chickpea. We do need it. We need it. I hear you loud and clear. I don't have a pen on this kitchen counter right now, but that's what I should do. I should find his email. He's the professor at, I want to say he's a professor at Arizona State University. In fact, that is something you could look up for me, Chickpea Break. Is Dr. Lawrence Krause still at Arizona State University, ASU? And if so, can you find his email and tell it to me? And I have a very good memory, and I will email him tonight or tomorrow morning, and we will try to get a copy of his book sent to me directly. Thank you so much for that idea. As you're bringing it up, I got it. Mexi Ghost Hunter, can you pin this? Oindri needs super chats. Thank you so much, Mexi Ghost Hunter. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much, Mexi Ghost Hunter. Mexi Ghost is a legend. Mexi Ghost has been supporting this channel 2 days in a row now, 2 lives in a row. So Mexi Ghost Hunter 86 says, very welcome, glad to support my uplifting friend. Oh, thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you, Mexi Ghost. Thank you for the super chat. 7-Up with chickpeas. Yes, exactly. This is my after dinner drink, 7-Up. This is so I can digest my food better. A chickpea was part of my dinner today. How long have I supported this channel? Says Harper. Thank you, Harper. Thank you, Mexi Ghost. I want to like your super chat, but I think I cannot. I think there's a different one that I can like and things like that. But thank you so much again, Mexi Ghost. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me, where was the message about, can you pin something? So if you write about just the super chat, then I can pin that message, Harper. Is there an email on your profile to connect and we collaborate? Yes, there is an email on my profile. Go ahead. On my profile, in the description of the YouTube channel, there should be an email on my profile. I mean, I get emails about all kinds of things from various, brand partners and things like that. I think if they can email me, so can you. So, but if you want to ask any more interesting, if you want to share anything more interesting about your simulation here, I am Melon, then you should feel free to do that as well. Just go ahead and write whatever you want in the chat. It just has to be appropriate. Otherwise, Harper will time you out. So anyway, I'll get back to my story of the conflicts in physics. It is not completely new for physicists to be quite at each other's throats, especially if they work in sort of different regimes, and it is hard for them to understand the other person's energy regime or length scales, if you will. So quantum scales are, of course, very, very tiny. The energies are different. The scales are different. What happens is different. The type of answers you get is different. It's a probabilistic type of domain rather than deterministic, whereas classical mechanics or classical approaches historically are deterministic, and people expect to get a, deterministic answer, a certain answer. When they compute something, they don't expect to be given uncertainties and probabilities as the answer. So these types of people, the quantum versus the classical, the small versus the big, don't generally agree with each other. And Brian Greene here is talking about these conflicts and mentioning a few other sort of, significant conflicts in physics dating back to the late 1800s. So such conflicts, in other words, is not a new phenomenon in the world of physics, in the world of science. It can actually happen. And we will read about that in just a second here. El Challen says, ciao, ciao, ciao. Hello, El Challen. Hello, Harper. Hello, Doro. Hope everyone is good tonight. Yes. Well fed. Thank you for the super chat again, Mexi Ghost. Mexi Ghost Hunter 86. Thank you. Doro is here. Hello, Doro. Gotta feed my black cat. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much. Have a great night. Good to see you and hope you can join us every time. I live Chihuahuas. I love Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas. Chihuahua. My cat is mad. Popped in on my default account. Hope everyone is good tonight. Hello, Doro. Of course, you're amazing. Not many physicists like to look at my research due to cross-discipline. I'm glad you're open to learning and growing. Of course. Doro, we got a super chat. Hey, Chickpea. Chickpea Break, are you saying hey, Chickpea to me or yourself? Because you are also called Chickpea. I didn't get a super chat. Glad our girl did. Thank you. Thank you, Doro. He retired in May 2019, but here's the email. Oh no! Did Lawrence Krauss... Oh, I guess he could have been of retirement age. Is Lawrence Krauss retired already? Oh my gosh. I guess he was kind of senior way back when. It's pronounced Chihuahua. Sorry if that's rude, but it's kind of a dog. I thought Chihuahua... Chihuahua? Chihuahua? I thought Chihuahua is how it's pronounced, but that's okay. I mean, correct me if that's not correct. One day, wins will be huge, getting millions. Then she can kick us some money back. Of course, my friend. Of course, cannot wait, my lovely friends, to kick millions back to you. Abso-friggin-lutely. My mods will each get $1 million from my many millions, I hope. Absolutely, man, absolutely. I didn't get a super... So you are saying... So I was reading the comments still. Sorry if that is confusing when you see this video later on. I'm so very sorry if that's the case, but I have to interact live with the live comments and my friends here. I am so sad. He is retired. Oh no. See, it's very easy for me to remember that email though. Kraus@asu.edu. Kraus is Kraus, Kraus@asu.edu. See, now I will remember this forever. But the thing is, I am so sad. Is he writing more books? Why did he retire? Professors don't retire. What? I can't get over that. Why did Lawrence Krauss retire? I didn't think professors ever retired. I mean, I guess you could if you had money and just don't want to show up to the university anymore because it sucks or something. Maybe he went somewhere else. I mean, Arizona is kind of, I guess it's kind of hot there. Maybe he wanted to come to Boston. Is he in Boston now? Somehow? It seems he has Chihuahua. It seems he's working on other projects, though a different foundation of sorts, something along those lines. A different foundation of sorts. What does that mean? Like a different type of physics, you mean, or what? Never liked small dogs, Harper. Not my thing, but people love them. I'm more into cats if I'm hanging with a... Oh my gosh, that's how I am too. I love big dogs and I like cats. Oh my god. That's exactly how I feel as well. Like, I don't really like small dogs that much. Like, they're okay. If it's gonna be a dog, I really like big dogs. And then of course I like cats, obviously, because I'm a mother of cats. I birthed them. But big dogs are so much better. Right? Big dogs are better. I want a dog who is so huge. That's what I want. I better get some sleep. Good night, Harper. Okay, guys, so Harper is good nighting, which means that you can get away with slightly more inappropriate things, but don't get too inappropriate because other mods are still here. So just be careful. Just watch yourself. Harper says, hey, seconds or hours? Cats are my fave and I like big dogs. Big dogs are definitely cool. I have a small dog, but yeah, I like big dogs. Okay, do you have a chihuahua? Chihuahua? Okay, before I get any more distracted, let me continue about the conflicts in physics and tell you about Brian Greene's account of the 3 conflicts in physics that date back to the late 1800s, meaning that physicists have always been dramatic B words and they conflict with each other. Anyway, here we go. The first conflict, recognized as far back as the late 1800s, concerns puzzling properties of the motion of light. Briefly put, according to Isaac Newton's laws of motion, if you run fast enough, you can catch up with a departing beam of light. Whereas, according to James Clerk Maxwell's laws of electromagnetism, of course, you can't. So there's that. So Maxwell gave us, the laws, the equations of electromagnetism. And the speed of light, turns out, is a constant of nature. The speed of light in vacuum is a constant of nature. And it falls out as a very important sort of implication of these equations by Maxwell. And so you can't just catch up to a beam of light if you ran fast, according to Maxwell. But Newton's laws of motion did not agree with that. Newton's laws of motion came first. Then came Maxwell. He's currently the president of the Origins Project Foundation and hosts the podcast, the Origins podcast. So he's the host of a podcast now. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm going to email him and see if he can send me a book. So, as we will discuss in Chapter 2, Einstein resolved this conflict through his theory of special relativity, and in doing so, completely overturned our understanding of space and time. So, if Einstein had not given us this deeper, and I want to say more valuable sort of insight into electromagnetism, which is really his work called The Special Theory of Relativity, which gave us this very much deeper and novel, and at that point, the first really sort of insight into how light works. And he basically took the current theories of electromagnetism, the work of James Clerk Maxwell, Michael Faraday, and others who had already been working on electric and magnetic fields and told us that light was an electric and magnetic field. Light was basically oscillating electric and magnetic fields. Like, it was the electromagnetic wave. But then this deeper understanding of, well, they used to think that we needed some kind of medium for light to travel through, for like, what is waving? What sort of thing is vibrating or waving for light wave to be a thing? For example, sound waves travel through certain kind of media like air or some other material. It can even sort of shake the wall, right? And that's a type of sound wave. So basically, people were not familiar yet with how light can be a wave and travel through space and stuff. So it was incredibly insightful to learn about light further in the Special Theory of Relativity by Einstein, especially because until that time, sort of the two things, the two big things, one was Newtonian mechanics and the other was electromagnetic theory. These two were sort of at odds because Newtonian mechanics said that if you just ran really fast, maybe you would catch up to light. But then Einstein said that the speed of light in vacuum is a constant regardless of how fast you're going. Regardless of the frame of reference you're in, the speed of light is a constant. it fell out of the equations of Maxwell. So it was sort of already a reality, but Einstein had that sort of vision and thought experiment where he was like, no, but listen, the speed of light is a constant. Like, do you hear me? It's a constant, even if you or the observer is traveling very, very fast, and you cannot, in fact, catch up to a beam of light that's traveling in space. Hello, Felipe. By the way, guys, if you want to do a super chat, most welcome to. If you want to like the live, most welcome to. Can we get 20 likes? Can we get 20 super chats? I don't know. Go for it. I mean, feel free. He is currently the president of the Origins Project. You can't find my email? It should be there on my YouTube description. What's... Oh my gosh! What is that? What is this message? What are you doing, Darth Margus? So I am Melon. My email is my first name, then B, which is the B, just the letter B, at gmail.com. And hopefully you do find it on my profile. We doing this. What are you talking about? What are you doing? So let's keep going. So as we will discuss in chapter 2, Einstein resolved this conflict through his theory of special relativity, and in doing so completely overturned our understanding of space and time. The fact that the speed of light is a constant, and that means that space and time are relative, is what we get out of the special theory of relativity. And it's very interesting. It gave us all this deep new insight that I'm mentioning here. And it really quite changed our lives and understanding of physics. According to special relativity, no longer can space and time be thought of as universal concepts set in stone, experienced identically by everyone. Rather, space and time emerged from Einstein's reworking as malleable constructs whose form and appearance depend on one's state of motion. The development of special relativity immediately set the stage for the second conflict. So that was the first conflict, the conflict between Newtonian mechanics and electromagnetism. So Newton and James Clerk Maxwell. So that's the conflict. Now, they were separated in time, so I don't know how much they were at each other's necks, really, but the theories were in conflict with each other, and they were concluded, or I wouldn't say concluded, but resolved by Einstein's special theory of relativity, which gave us the whole new understanding of light and of space and time, and the relative nature of space and time, and the constancy of the speed of light that we know and love today. The next thing, the development of special relativity immediately set the stage for the second conflict. One conclusion of Einstein's work is that no object, in fact, no influence or disturbance of any sort, can travel faster than the speed of light. But as we shall discuss in chapter 3, Newton's experimentally successful and intuitively pleasing universal theory of gravitation involves influences that are transmitted over vast distances of space instantaneously. Hello, Professor Nick. It was Einstein again who stepped in and resolved the conflict by offering a new conception of gravity with his 1915 general theory of relativity. So thank goodness this guy has worked also on the general theory of relativity, because the other conflict is really with Newton's theory of gravitation and his own theory of, well, gravitation. But first of all, he worked on relativity generally, or actually, I shouldn't say that. First of all, he worked on relativity specially. His special theory of relativity only worked for inertial frames, and then he generalized it with the general theory of relativity in 1915, 1916, 1917. Those types of years were very crucial for that particular work. So here we are. The whole instantaneous gravitation thing being resolved. Just as special relativity overturned previous conceptions of space and time, so too did general relativity. Not only are space and time influenced by one's state of motion, but they can warp and curve in response to the presence of matter or energy. So once again, not only are space and time influenced by one's state of motion, so space and time are relative depending on your own motion, but also they can warp and curve, warp, W-A-R-P, warp and curve in response to the presence of matter or energy. If there is a very massive body, it warps and curves space-time around it differently than a less massive body. For example, such distortions to the fabric of space and time, as we shall see, transmit the force of gravity from one place to another. Space and time, therefore, can no longer be thought of as an inert backdrop on which the events of the universe play themselves out. So this type of conception of space and time, when space and time can be warped and curved by gravity, by gravitation, by massive bodies, by matter, by energy, then space and time itself is not just an inert background for things to happen in. Space and time itself are intimate players. So once again, this is a very interesting sentence, but I must read it. That's what I say. Time is relative, man. That's why I'm never late. So space and time, therefore, can no longer be thought of as an inert backdrop on which the events of the universe play themselves out. Rather, through special and then general relativity, they are intimate players in the events themselves. So I believe that this sentence will play a big role in string theory, because string theory is a very geometric, a very geometry-based approach to explaining things. And what is geometry, right? It is just space and time and whatnot. So we cannot think of space and time as these like inert, sort of non-involved players in physics, but they are more important players. And hi, Lucifer. Even with all that brain power, my guy still thought that time was relative just to avoid being late. Are you talking about Einstein? I apply that same policy. Why are you deleting my friend's message? He's your friend. Lucifer says, your mods are your only viewers. It's like hosting a party and only the bouncers showed up. Well, at least the bouncers showed up, Lucifer. I'm very thankful for them. Thank you, universe. Chickpea says, my apologies. He's my pal. He usually comes in as Grimace or Rose. So Rose/Grimmy is now Professor. Oh, really? Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Lucifer, do you also want to be a mod? Is that what you're saying? Apparently, I have bouncers. Guys, I think you guys, as in the mods, are making others very jealous. At this point, Grimmy should be a mod. I don't know if I trust him. Do you? Nikki, what are you on about? I'm here for you. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you, Peter. See, Peter is here. I'm just going to make everybody a mod. And then that way, truly everyone will be a mod that attends these. I just like when a truth is a truth, you know? In fact, I'd fire Grimmy if I could. Dora madness! What are you saying? I wouldn't trust Grimmy, no. So you're joking? Can you please not joke about serious matters? This is a matter of trust we're talking about. I don't trust Lucifer. It's okay, let Lucifer enjoy. Listen, guys, not everyone's going to be nice on these lives. Just let them be, unless they're being extremely horrible. And I mean, in case of Harper, Harper just bans anybody who breathes. So, guys, hold your breath if she or he is here. You don't trust anyone and you love double banning. It's in your nature, bro. Who? Oh, Chickpea. Harper is the best mod. Dora Madness has literally never said those words before. So Harper, here's your promotion. Dora is ready to hire you into his company and pay you double the everybody else's salaries. I can be a bouncer for you, says Lucifer with 2 R's. Thank you, Lucifer. Combat Sports says, hello, teacher. What is the topic tonight? Hope the live is not done. No. We're here for a few more minutes. That's true. Chickpea is my only food. Harper is legitimately hilarious. Oh my gosh. Kya baat hai, bhai? Harper, come back and see your biggest fan, Doro. At first, Doro did not take very kindly to Harper. But then look at the change that's happening here. I'm glad to have found you. You're a very interesting lady. Aww. Well, thank you, Peter. I'll never say all this when Harper is here. Doro! You have to show your nice side to Harper. Okay, we're going to talk about general relativity again. Is that sarcasm? No. Don't you dare. I think he's serious. You don't know him. He has a nice side. Okay. Just as special relativity overturned previous conceptions of space and time, so too did general relativity. Not only are space and time influenced by one's state of motion, but they can warp and curve in response to the presence of matter or energy. Such distortions to the fabric of space and time as we shall see, transmit the force of gravity from one place to another. Space and time, therefore, can no longer be thought of as an inert backdrop on which the events of the universe play themselves out. Rather, through special and then general relativity, they are intimate players in the events themselves. So special theory of relativity made space and time relative. General theory of relativity explained gravitation as a curving of space and time by massive objects. So space and time being warped or curved is coming out as a feature in general relativity and is the explanation of gravitation and general relativity. So maybe space and time are going to be more important players than we thought. Once again, the pattern repeated itself, the discovery of general relativity while resolving one conflict led to another. Over the course of the 3 decades, beginning in 1900, physicists developed quantum mechanics, discussed in chapter 4. So we will get to it in this chapter. By the way, a lot of these chapters, it looks like will be review of what we have covered already on the channel, but that's okay. Some review is good for certain topics that are a little bit hard to understand in one go. So that's fine. So physicists developed quantum mechanics in response to a number of glaring problems, glaring problems that arose when 19th century conceptions of physics were applied to the microscopic world. So when you applied your things that you knew to quantum physics or microscopic world, if you will, then things were not very understandable. Things were not holding very well. As we shall see in chapter 5, the gently curving geometrical form of space emerging from general relativity is at loggerheads with the frantic, roiling, microscopic behavior of the universe implied by quantum mechanics. Are you an NRI? As it was not until the mid-1980s that string theory offered a resolution, this conflict is rightly called the central problem of modern physics. Moreover, building on special and general relativity, string theory requires its own severe revamping of our conceptions of space and time. For example, most of us take for granted that our universe has 3 spatial dimensions. So this is where we were actually leaving off the last time we were on this live. We were going live, which is that we, us, human beings, and I think most living beings that we know of, kind of sort of experience the 4 dimensions, time dimension and the 3 spatial dimensions. But to assume that those are the only dimensions is sort of, it's a little bit naive to the string theorists who think that there may be much or many, many more dimensions, maybe 10 or so dimensions, and perhaps we don't experience all of them, and these are sort of the hidden dimensions, if you will. So, moreover, building on special and general relativity, string theory requires its own severe revamping of our conceptions of space and time. For example, most of us take for granted that our universe has 3 spatial dimensions. But this is not so, according to string theory, which claims that our universe has many more dimensions than meet the eye, dimensions that are tightly curled into the folded fabric of the cosmos. Dimensions that are tightly curled into the folded fabric of the cosmos. I like that. I like that. So central are these remarkable insights into the nature of space and time that we shall see that we shall use them as a guiding theme in all that follows. String theory, in a real sense, is the story of space and time since Einstein. It is true that string theory didn't really, I mean, it was sort of starting to happen, but string theory didn't really take off until decades after Einstein's death, unfortunately, because Einstein was very invested in getting to a grand unified theory where everything is explained by a more larger theory. So relativity as well as quantum mechanics, in other words, would kind of fall under something more broad. So he was very much hoping to get that. And string theory is a candidate for grand unification theory. Although it's not testable, it is, I believe, a good candidate. So central are these remarkable insights from the nature of space and time that we shall use them as a guiding theme in all that follows. So there are many, many more chapters here to follow at this point in the book by Brian Greene. Once again, this is The Elegant Universe by Brian Greene. String theory, in a real sense, is the story of space and time since Einstein. To appreciate what string theory actually is, we need to take a step back and briefly describe what we have learned during the last century about the microscopic structure of the universe. So this is where he'll give us a review of quantum mechanics. We might cover this, we might skip it because we have been reviewing that quite a bit from other sources on the channel, sort of this booktube channel, right? Because we do cats and physics, mainly cats and books that cover physics, cosmology, astronomy, astrophysics. So this topic of understanding quantum mechanics, we've kind of covered it. It's always good to see another perspective, though, and we might review it at least to some extent. You can break up your message, I am Melon, if you would like, and still do it. Still send it. I'm insomniac. I was insomniac, and thanks, I get to listen to your science lectures now. Ondri B. Thank you for listening, Lucifer. All of the streams are good, but we need another singing stream. I can sing tonight if you'd like. I can show you the formula for 11 dimensions. Go ahead. It might be chaotic. I tried to have it organized, but a lot of the simulations are big files and won't send. Yeah, it would be good if you could summarize in a paper or a letter. I am Melon. National Republican Initiate. That's quite a axiom of the Nexus Symphony. Are you serious? Tunuk Tunuk? That one? Oh my god. Is this the only song that white people know about? Goodness gracious me. That one? Jesus. I'm Melon. Thank you so much for these equations. I don't think that these are very readable at this time. So you might want to summarize your thesis or hypothesis as words, and then send it to me, email or here. That would be great. Whoa, racism! I knew I liked it. Thank you, Water Break. Thank you, Doro. What languages you speak? I used to be pretty good at Python. I think I still am. Pretty much can use it. But yeah, I guess English, Hindi, Bengali, Urdu, Python. What language do you speak? What languages do you speak? Bring on the hate. I'll be ready on your next live. That's okay. So there's no rush. I'm Melon. There is definitely no rush. You should take your time. Don't worry about it at all. Don't worry about any hurry. I'll be live tomorrow. I'll be live Tuesday, Wednesday. So don't worry about it. Take your time. Summarize it into the words, and send the words. Send the words / share the words on this live in the chat, because then we could talk about it in real time. And I don't have to check my email for some potential email that I got. You know what I mean? But also the email is good if you want me to have it more permanently. I got a new kitten. Aww. Amazing. Amber. Oh, very nice, Peter. Wolfie. Oh, that's right. I forgot to say hi to you. Wolfie, leader of Wolfpack is here. Thank you, Wolfpack. Thank you, Wolfie. Thank you for being here. Sounds like a Wi-Fi password made by a drunk person. Of course. Let Lucifer be. It's his love language to be a little bit critical, I think. Y'all just want to ban everyone. I know, right? I'm not gonna get famous if you're banning everybody, guys. Come on. Let them be. Let them say a few bad things. But, I mean, if Harper is here, then don't say anything inappropriate. Because she will ban you. He or she, I actually don't know. I think they have multiple siblings on the same account. So you should get a water break. I'm not sure. Who gets a chickpea break? Lucifer, are you new? Are you new to the channel? It sounds like it. But that's okay. Welcome to this channel. Thank you so much for being here. Please do like, share, and subscribe. And can we get 20 likes? Thank you so much. Chickpea break, that's right. She loves chickpeas and long water breaks. Exactly. All right, let me finish this up. Okay, wait, actually I did finish it up. So I told you, hi Sachi mama. Hi Sachi. Hi. Okay. That was my daughter. She's the worst person I met. Her. She dissed me. Who? Me? Aw, did I diss you? Rose may come back. I'll text. Oh, you're talking about Rose. I see. I hope I didn't diss you. But if I did, you probably deserved it. Whoops. Okay, these guys are being a little extreme and a little bit inaccurate. There's a gentleman here somewhere. Okay, so kind of like these comments. Actually, they're kind of entertaining. I don't even like Australia. Spiders are way too big there. Actually, I did want to ask Peter this question. Oh my gosh, Harper is here. Harper! Hello, my love. Peter, are the spiders in Australia really big? Is it true? Is it really true? Are the spiders there really that big? Like, I've seen a spider the size of a whole toilet. If I were trying to use the bathroom and that spider crawled out, I think I'd have to hold it until I went back to Boston. So could you confirm about the size of spiders in Australia? Okay, so today we had a short discussion about general relativity, string theory, special relativity, and quantum mechanics, a little bit of Newtonian mechanics, just to kind of inform you about these conflicting types of theories as part of physics, even though many of these theories actually work in the realm that they're meant for, in the realm where they work, but they do have certain conflicting aspects with each other. And we saw how historically there have been some major conflicts, and we kind of touched upon these briefly today. Here we will keep on going with this topic next time. The universe at its smallest, what we know about matter. That's the next part, is called that. Ooh, we're going to talk about quantum, some particle stuff. So as you know, particle physics kind of came out of the success of quantum mechanics. So we will take a look at particles again. I mean, some of this is going to be review, because we just talked about particles from the Stephen Hawking book. But sure. You know, we'll see. String theory as the unified theory of everything. We might just read that next, actually. String theory as the unified theory of everything. We might just do that. Oh, And then the dilemma of space-time and the quanta. Hi, Sachi Mama. I sent a short summary. Yay. Oh my gosh. Very nice. Ah. Who is doing what? I don't know about spiders, but there's a breed of bigger head than a pit bull. Like a pit bull dog, you mean, or? That's true. Chickpea break. Only ban the people who are really bad. Keep everyone else. Keep everyone. This is a very true comment by Dora Madness. Oh my gosh, Peter, I'm quite amazed. Thank you, I'm Melon. They eat your skin? All right, with that, I have to take your leave, guys. Thank you so much. Good night. I will see you back here tomorrow. Tomorrow night. Let's do some deep breaths. The only Indian song that white people know about with their Thank you. Thank you, Chickpea Break. She's not white though. What an amazing observation, Lucifer. With that, I will say good night for tonight. Tomorrow, we meet again. with the physics and cosmology and astronomy and astrophysics and cats. Thank you so very much. Bye bye. Bye. Bye 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 bye. See you, see you, see you. Ooh, thank you for the super chats. Continue to send them. Continue to like the live. Continue to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Lucifer is quite observant. He really is. Thank you, Lucifer, for joining. See you next time. Okay. Bye. Good night. Email Lawrence Krauss. Yes. No, for sure. For sure. Oh, thank you for liking the live. Can we get 20 likes? Can we get 20 likes? She won't end it. I mean, I'm okay. I would take a long water break if I can open this thing. Oh, I did. Oh. Actually, this water brand should start sponsoring me because I drink this all the time and I'm promoting good hydration, guys. Good hydration to my lovelies. I'll see you next time, Peter. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much, everybody. See you. Good hydration is the secret to my happiness. Everybody, good night. I can't even